Marion contributed €100 at the end of each week for 20 years to a pension fund earning 8.6% AER. Take 1 year to be 52 weeks. Find the rate of interest per week that would, if paid and compounded weekly, would be equivalent to the annual equivalent rate of 4.6% AER. Okay guys, so just not. Here is, it's going to be over a year, okay? A year being 52 weeks. So it means it gets compounded 52 times and it has to be the same as 1 year at the end. Okay? So what it is going to be 1 plus I to the power of 52 ends up to be equal to 1.046%, okay? So you go to the calculator, you do the 50-second root, so shift, there 50-second root of 1.046 equals, now save that as your B value, but you got to write it down as well, so shift star B. Now this value here, your 1 plus I is your 1.000865. Just stop it there, okay? Now guys, what it's asking us is, what is the same as a yearly rate of 4.6% if you do it weekly, if you compound 52 times in a row? Well, it's got to be a much smaller percentage than 4.6 to do the same trick. Therefore, it's going to be, that's tenths, that's 1%, it's going to be 0.0865%. That's your interest per week. If you compound it 52 times in a row, it'll give you the same thing as 4.6% if you did it once for the year. Okay? Now, how much was her pension fund to the nearest euro when she retired? So, she invested for 20 years. So you're investing for 20 years, okay? So this means that your rate is going to be your final value. Now, you're doing it at... where is it? At the end of each week. So, her very last installment, has it gained any money? No. Her very last installment's worth 100. Her second last installment gets, B1 means what, guys? 1 week. Because we said B is the weekly amount, okay? Then we go all the way to the very end. The very first installment, how long is it there for? Now, it was 1 year, you're correct, but it's 20 years. So we gotta go to the calculator. There you did. We gotta go to the calculator and we gotta multiply 52 by 20. This is how many weeks we have in total. 1,040. Minus 1, 1,039. Okay, so this is B to the power of 1,039. And that's our sequence there, okay? Once we figure out the sequence, we're going to go for Sn form, which equals A into 1 minus Rn all over 1 minus R. Our A value being 100. Our R value being stored as B. How many terms is there? 1,040. 1,040, that's excellent, okay? And then 1 minus B. Put it all into the calculator. Okay, so I will do it on the calculator. Sake of the video. Okay, so what we have here is B, 100, bracket 1 minus B. Okay, minus B. Oh, now I've lost my train of thought. B to the power of what, guys? Oh. Not rocking this today. Now, 1 minus B. Okay, put it in. 168,540.782. Okay, that's a bit of a mouthful. Now, to do that, what we have here is 168. What did we say it was? 540.78. Now, guys, that's it. Okay, 782 technically speaking, plus 78 if you round it off. Now, find the rate of interest per month, which would, if paid and compounded monthly, be the same thing as a yearly rate of 3.8. So this one's a yearly question, so it's a monthly question, sorry. So it's going to be 1 plus I to the power of 12, because it happens 12 times in 1 year. And when it happens 12 times, it has to be the same thing as 103.8. This time we're going to have a new B value. Our new B value is 1 plus I, and it is the 12th root of 1.038. So we go in once again. 12th root of 1.038, so shift 12th root 1.038. And what we get here is 1.00311. Shift star B. Now, this number that we have is 1 plus I equals 1.00311. Okay? Now, that means your I value is 0.00311. What's that in percentage modes? 0.311%. 0.3, is it?
That's right. 0.03.
No, it's 0.3.
It's 0.311%.
Yeah, it's 0.311%. I'll show you how to do it in the calculator, worst comes to worst. So guys, this is your value. Take away 1. Multiply by 100. 0.311. Okay, of a percentage. Now that's done, okay? What we have to do next is, it started as B. Now, Marion used her lump sum to buy annuity, there, annuity at 3.8% AER, given her allowance at the end of each month. It's basically a pension. Okay, it's basically the same thing. Now, how much is her monthly allowance to be to the nearest euro? Now, here's the problem. She invested her fund from question 2. Her fund from question 2 was 168,540.782 to 3 decimal places, that is, okay? Now, she invests this into a fund, and her fund is given it to her at the end of each month from today, let's say, okay? Now, if I give you money in a month's time, it's worth more now. So I'm going to give you the value X in a month's time, and you say, well, that's not worth X now, it's worth less than X. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide by B. The B value of part 3, because it's worth less. So this is money I'm giving you 1 month from now. And what about B to the power 2? Money I'm giving you at the end of 2 months from now. Then our series continues on. I give you X amount. Now how many months away is the last one? 12 by 20. It's 240 months away before you get this sum of money in hand, and it's worth a lot less today, because that money that you're getting in 20 years time could have been compounded 240 times to a greater value, so it's worth much less now. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a series. Now what I'm going to make this series is it's going to be an SN. It's going to be A to 1 minus Rn all over 1 minus R. Now, my R value is what, guys? 1 over B. I don't really fancy putting in 1 over B a couple of times. This makes my life a bit more difficult. So, what I'm going to do is going to start as C. So, 1 divided by B equals that number there. I'm going to start as variable C. Now, technically speaking, what does that make X times 1 over B?
X times C.
X times C. Would you be happy with that? You can put it as X times 1 over B if you want, but it's all just going to be X times C into 1 minus C to the power of what, guys? How many of them is there?
240.
240 all over 1 minus C. Now we're just going to get the calculator out. Do it exactly like last time, so we're going to press the button here, then shift C. Then it's going to be 1 minus C to the power of 240. Where the hell is 240? And then divided by 1 minus C. Oop. Minus C. And then, lo and behold, this number here is 168.882. 168.882. 168.882 multiplied by our x value will give us this big number here, the 168,540.782. I'm going to get that number there, and I'm going to divide it by the other one. I'm going to move my calculator. So what we get this time is I'm going to get 168,540.682 divided by divided by answer. It's stored, isn't it?
It's 782.
Oh, it's 782. Divided by answer. Okay, because the answer is stored there already. The answer will give me a better one. 997.97. I think it says the nearest euro, doesn't it? 998. Back the book says 999, but I'm blaming the fact that we store our information, which makes us more accurate. Okay, so 998. Alright guys,